Hi all, welcome to today's post market report. So actually in the morning we have seen the first 15 minutes low we need to see, and exactly from the low was holding for the first 15 minutes, and then the surge came even for the bank nifty and the nifty it came. So looking at the structure of the both the things, like if you look at nifty is down by almost 0.9%, that means exactly 168 point, whereas bank nifty is almost flat compared to the opening. So that means what we can expect is uh, trying to see that bank nifty is expecting something good from the tomorrow's RBI policy. That is the reason why it is not giving up. Maybe this is just my thought process towards it. But if you look at the price wise, so as we followed that, I was expecting the bounce exactly as expected. The bank nifty has given the bounce, even the nifty has given the bounce. Max to max I was expecting somewhere around 37,900 to 38 zone. So even I said whenever that zone came, I'll be jumping in as a seller positionally, because short term setup was bearish, but I do not wanted to create shorts at the lower level. I was expecting the bounce. So even we had a live session today in our Zebu school. It was just like a surprise session, so where I planned it because I spotted some kind of a wolf wave scenario. So I just wanted to explain in a 1 hour session. So we just announced and conducted as a surprise session. So if you are willing to learn such things, be part of our Zebu School Telegram. So if you are looking for where to join, under the description of this video, the Telegram channel link is there. Please join there and try to have all the learnings. Then coming to the view. So what is going to happen tomorrow? So tomorrow we already seen. Now the expiry is over, and moreover the volatile part of the expiry is now over. Next is RBI policy. So looking at this chart itself, that as I already said, bank nifty is expecting something better from the RBI policy. Maybe that could be the reason why nifty has forming lower low in the last 2 days, whereas bank nifty is having a range bound session for the last 2 days. So from here what we can see is tomorrow outcome around 10 o'clock, RBI will be announcing all the key decisions, and moreover the commentary is more important than the red decision. So we just need to see around 10:30 we may get a clue of what is their stance, because you have seen that US Fed has given more thoughts about raising interest rate. Yesterday also they said something about what they are planning. So we have to see our RBI is whether in this direction, or whatever they think, they might be giving the commentary. Not only the interest rate decision is going to decide, moreover the actually the outlook. So that outlook as the major key. So around 10 o'clock I think they will be preparing all these things. Around before 10:30 to 11 o'clock we will get a clear idea about what is their stance on the economy, or what is their steps against those things like inflation, because that is the key generally which is coming as a selling pressure whenever market rises. So we just need to see how the RBI stance is there, then maybe we can have a clear view. But I'm saying again, structurally price has given a bearish signal yesterday itself, though that is why we are seeing whenever it is rising trying to push it down. And even if you look at the today's data, yes, obviously for the expiry there was a lot of call unwinding on the first half around 11:30, but after that what happened again, from the supply zone it just came. So almost 450 to 400 500 points, you can say 500 points it has come down, and then closed around where it has opened in the bank nifty, whereas nifty has inched lower because it has breached the support zone of 17,782, that zone fall down more than that. So if you look at India weeks, so that is the only key for the bulls, because it has not rose heavily, it is very flat. That means only 0.13 percentage flat. So negative 0.13, but it seems like even though the market was falling, VIX was not rising. So that means the bulls can have little worry about the volatility. But whereas if you see price wise, I'm just again and again confirming, as long as the swing high is going to hold on, then obviously there could be a more selling pressure. This is what my general feeling is. Even as per today's session, as a part of wolf wave study I have done. So what my expectation is, maybe mid of the March there could be a before mid of the March, mid of the April, so around 20th, I am expecting bank nifty to touch around 34 to 35. So why all these things I have already shared in the session. In case if you are already known about the wolf wave, try to draw in 1 hour chart. So I just got a idea about those things. Okay, so just sharing, and I also traded something with that view, and I also shared in the session. So even for the option buyers, I just gave some of the ideas how this wolf wave can be useful in terms like, if you know what could be the possible target, and if you can just try to guess estimate where the target can come. So I've already discussed all the topics. So hope that was useful for you guys. And looking at, again, we just need to see today's institutional data, because every day this block deal is happening. So we just need to consider that also. But to be frank, if you just read the numbers on a plain paper, you may not be able to get it whether the block deal numbers are part of FII or not. So if you wanted to learn this, because even we don't know how to exactly take those outs, but we are just seeing the FII number and DI number. I'm just trying to concentrate more of the net inflow or outflow of the market from the institution. So I'm just concentrating only on that part. But even today some block deal was there, even yesterday some block deals were there. So this is like taken part by the FII. So those numbers may reflect, but we are not getting the exact breakdown of the numbers. It is only the total selling or total buying by the institution we are getting. So what are block deals, those we are not getting. So leave about all those stuffs. If you look at again, so next week is the new data. So again, from the next week we will get a data point of view. So as per the current week, this is what we were expecting, and even today we expected more of volatile session. So even at the start of the day we said the first 15 minutes low is hold, then obviously there could be a bounce, and from there on, from the supply, the selling has happened. This is generally happens during an expiry day. That means the volatile things. So the call will unwind, then again the put will unwind, because those are the very short term trades, right? Because today, end of the day, the expiry is going to happen, and people who are getting stuck in the gamma, obviously they have to cover it all their shorts in the options. So that is the reason why we always see volatile moves during the close of the expiry. So this is well expected and even in line with our expectation. The only thing was I was expecting even Bank Nifty to correct same as Nifty was, but I sense something is already factored in, I guess, because there's something I'm expecting good to be in the RBI. So that is why maybe Bank Nifty is not giving up as such Nifty. So we will see. So if there is nothing like tomorrow in the RBI policy, then obviously then Bank Nifty will just compensate for whatever the lagging in the price in terms of coming down it was showing. It is going to reflect in the price if tomorrow there is no good things from the RBI. So but we cannot only we can only expect, but only thing is after all the announcements only we will get the clarity. So in that way, so even to be frank, I don't have very big positions. So I had a small positions. Even in the morning also I said I am going to have an neutral view, and then will be selling on the rise. So exactly at the rise, during that time only we had the session. So hope people who have joined the live session was helpful about how to capture. See, it is not about capturing the points in the very shorter time frame. We just need to see why this kind of bounce is expected and from where the market can take pressure. So that we more discussed. And I'm not an intraday guy or an impulsive trader who trades for very short term. Generally, I look at the broader perspective and then see if there is a support and there is a chance of bouncing. Maybe I'll start having my booking my bearish positions, and then maybe we'll take higher positions when it is making a small high. That means what? When it is throwing a relief rally, when there is a chance of getting lower high kind of pattern on a price structure, there I will be again retaking back my shorts. So that's what generally I trade. So hope today's session would have been useful to all you guys. So for tomorrow we just need to see how this is going to happen. So looking at Nifty, obviously Nifty is drifting lower and closed at day's low. So as per our regular trick, so even Bank Nifty was closing their day's low but was not breaking the low it has made in the morning. That is the only one thing. So as per this price trick, general price trick and closing trick, so I expect market to be on pressure tomorrow. So we will see how it is going to happen, and if at all tomorrow again opening, don't take a trade. So have a clarity from the RBI, and then once it is done, maybe look at the tomorrow's data, because tomorrow is a new week and the new data will be coming in, and then we can analyze about it and then make a trade out of it, rather than trying to guess what the RBI is going to pull out of that. So that will be like a guessing work instead of guessing, because I have not taken any positions for the day. Maybe for the week I have not done any positions, and moreover next week is a curtailed week, right? Because expiry itself is on April 13th. So we know that April 14th will be holiday, so on a Thursday, so prior day the expiry is happening. So that means it's a shortened week, and maybe number of trading days will be less, and moreover the theta decay will have a different form than a regular week. So for that reason I did not take any positions. Moreover RBI is there, so we did not take any positions. So if you look at the market, it seems like under pressure, but let's see let's see and just wait what the RBI is coming out, and then maybe later we will be taking a view. That will be my thought process or my suggestion. So it is up to you to decide what is the market is going to. But instead of you trying to guessing the market or trying to predict the market, try to deploy these kind of logics which we've been discussing. So you will have an well informed decision about the market instead of just like tossing a coin and assuming that there is a 50% probability that market may go down or go up. Instead of that, we are just trying to concentrate on very simple tricks which are working for us. So that I hope that will be helpful for you guys. So catch you on tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Signing off, Damodharan.